Let's go. Cheer!
This is the Morning Swim Show for Thursday, May 26, 2011. I'm your host, Peter Bush. Today we continue our three-part series of the Coaching Carousel, highlighting how the departure of Frank Bush from Arizona started a domino effect that changed the lives of three other coaches. In the Phoenix Monitor today, we'll talk to Whitney Hite. He is the new head swim coach at the University of Wisconsin. Whitney joins us right now in the Phoenix Monitor from Madison. Whitney,
Hi,
how you doing? Welcome back to the show.
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. Look, I know just a few years ago you were the head coach at Washington, and we all agree you got a raw deal there with them cutting the teams, but went to Arizona, assistant for a couple of years. Now you're head coach again. Is it just like riding a bike?
Well, I hope so. Every situation is a little bit different, but certainly glad to be up here in Wisconsin, and I had a great experience at Arizona and learned a lot, and yeah, we're back at it.
What is going to be the biggest challenge for you up in Madison?
Every situation is different, and there are obviously a lot of challenges. I would think that Eric really set the table as far as the expectations and how well they did, and just building on that. The challenges of building on the prior success, I would say, is the biggest, and making sure that that the swimmers understand my expectations, and just creating a culture that is unique to what I believe in.
The women have been pretty successful up there, but you could argue that the men have not been very successful. How do you bring that team up to the level of the women's team?
Well, again, I think it starts with culture, and putting in place a culture of excellence, and certainly recruiting is a major part of any college program, and really getting the people that you have, just getting them better. It's all about personal excellence, being the best you can be every day, and that's just really what it's really all about. Whether it be in the classroom or the pool, just being the best you can be.
The Big Ten, well, I think it's changing names like a lot of conferences are these days, but the conference now known as the Big Ten has become, I think there's a little resurgence going on with the Big Ten. I mean, Michigan has always been a great guys team, but they're a little bit better now than they were maybe 5 years ago. Ohio State is definitely an up-and-comer. Minnesota's got a strong program. So I guess you went from probably the most competitive, or one of the two, along with the SEC conferences, but the Big Ten is not a huge step down.
Not at all. And I being at Georgia in the SEC, and then being the Pac-10 for quite some time, I think the Big Ten is just as competitive. I'm going to learn a lot about that in the next couple months, swimming Big Ten teams and going to my first Big Ten championships in February. So I expect it to be a challenge for sure, but we'll be up for it come February.
Well, I hope you still get to wear shorts from time to time. I know you got pretty used to that in Tucson, but buy a parka or two and you'll be okay, I think.
It'll be fine. It's when it's cold out, you put on a jacket and you go outside. So the weather outside is delightful.
You're already honing that recruiting pitch. I can feel it.
No, it's great. I'm very happy to be up here.
Well, Whitney, congrats on getting the job, and good luck at Wisconsin.
Great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right. That's Whitney Hite joining us from Madison, Wisconsin. That is it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.